Hey guys, Caleb Fleece with Southern Plains Productions. Doing something a little bit different this video. As you can tell, I'm going to talk here and there throughout the video. And that's because I lost some footage that kind of helps describe the hunt. Not the shot or any of that, good action, but some of the important details were on that SD card that I lost. So, first and foremost, I'll show you the equipment that I was using for this hunt, but before I do that, if y'all don't mind hitting subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. I'm not going to spam you with videos. If I could get a few more subscribers, I might be able to monetize my videos and get a little bit of money. Obviously, I'm not going to get rich. This isn't a big account, and I only do a few hunt videos a year, really. But anyways, I'll show you the equipment. So I think this is probably the neatest aspect of this hunt was the bow and arrow that I used. Actually, the whole setup. So this is an Osage bow. I cut this stave probably 5 years ago. I didn't really know what I was doing. The stave had lots of drying cracks and stuff. There's a lot of work to get down into usable wood on this stave. Luckily, I had a really big stave. Again, I didn't know what I was doing, but it worked out. This is a really curvy stave. It's got a lot of character. I saved this one for a while because early on it would have been too challenging for me, but every aspect of this is natural materials. Cotton thread for the stitching, beaver tail grip, copperhead backing. I use deer sinew wrap on the transitions. This string, this is probably the last step that most primitive guys will take, is going to a natural string. This is made out of 100% flax fibers, so it's be linen, pure linen, no synthetic materials. Even the serving, I used that same material. So yeah, everything on here was all natural. The arrow, this is Douglas Fir shafts from Sherwood shafts, and I carved self knocks into them. Sinew wrap the bases of those. These are wild turkey feathers that were gifted to me from a friend. Sinew wrap the front of those, and then obsidian arrowheads. I just learned how to nap last year, so I'm not super good at it, but if I make 10 points, 2 or 3 will be what I consider very good hunting points. Even if they're not the prettiest, they're symmetrical, they're sharp, and they spin true on the arrow. So now we can get to the hunt. The spare target is 12 yards. It's exactly how far my shot will be out of my stand. And it's downhill. My stand's not real high, so it should be a pretty similar shot. Alright, should be good. Get some breakfast burritos. It takes a little while. I would unstrap it and put it on the ground, but by the time I get it full of donuts, it's so heavy it's hard to strap it back up with one person. Alright, so I'm hunting in western Arkansas. It's closer to me. I live in central Oklahoma, and anywhere I go hunt bear, whether it's Oklahoma or this year Arkansas, it's a pretty far drive for me. It's about 3.5, 4 hours to Arkansas, and about the same to southeast Oklahoma. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into setting everything up and then baiting, because you're driving out there 2 to 3 times a week for a month. So that's a lot of miles, a lot of gas, a lot of just a lot of hours of my time. So that's where the investment in bear hunting is. So I find a property. This guy has a good property. There's been bears shot off there. He sent me trail cam pictures, and everything sounds great. It's a decent price to hunt. So I go out there, set up all my stuff a month before season, set up a camera and bait, and immediately I've got bears hitting it. So everything is going great leading up to season. I get out there opening day, and there is a lot more human activity out there than I expected. There was quite a few people he was letting hunt the lease, and so there's cars coming in and out. It was a lot going on out there. So I did have a sow and cubs come in. In Arkansas, you can legally shoot a sow and cubs. I have no idea why anyone would want to. I mean, I haven't shot a bear. I want to shoot a bear really bad at this point. It's been 4 years hunting bears. There's no desire for me to shoot that sow and cubs, but they're super fun to watch. They're beautiful animals, and it definitely gets you some some adrenaline going, because that thing could be up your tree in no time, ripping you apart if it wanted to. And I think that's the most dangerous black bear, is a sow with cubs with her. So I watch them. I've got my bow ready and everything. I'm hoping that a boar will come run them off the barrel or whatever, but that doesn't happen. The sow actually wins me, and I think sees me pretty quickly. She's at the barrel feeding. She looks over at me with a donut in her mouth and just drops it and walks away. I kind of thought about drawing back to see if I could draw back without scaring her, but then I thouut about it and was like, if it slipped or something, I don't want to deal with that. And I had some bear spray with me too, so it was just a good encounter, just getting to see a sow with cubs. I mean, it's just, when you're bear hunting, it is just great to see bears, honestly. So they leave, and then later that evening, about 30 minutes before shooting light ends, so sun had just set, I see a bear coming in 50 yards to my right. And I start getting up and getting ready, and immediately the bear runs away. Well, someone else hunting the property had shot a bear, and they were going to go get it. They had the doors slamming, they were hooting and hollering, so it scared that bear off. And I kind of was defeated. I went home and drove back home instead of staying the night down there like I planned on doing, and I let things settle down. I guess a few bears were shot off the place, and it really settled down, and bears started coming back in after a few days. So that's when I pick back up. September 17th is where you'll pick up with me. I sat all day, and it picks up with the video of a sow coming in behind me. It's probably an hour before sunset when I start seeing her working from behind me. And keep in mind, everything looks further in a GoPro. It's 12 yards to my barrel. The sow having winded me when she came in, if a bear came from behind me again, I decided I would shoot as soon as it got past me. So a pretty much downward shot, but it would be quartering away, which I thought would be a very easy shot. I'm only 7 yards, or 7 feet off the ground to the base of my stand. But you'll see this bear comes in, and obviously my nerves are getting the better of me. This bear comes in, and I'm trying to draw back and get a shot on it, but there's a tree in the way, and I just don't feel comfortable once it clears the tree. It's too far, too steep of an angle. But I just kind of wanted to explain some of my thought process. pulled over. I was going through the woods here, and I got another shot in it right here. And it was mid-body, maybe back. I have to look back at the footage, but it looked like it was paralyzed from the spine shot. The other one should be a fatal shot. I don't want to go drag it right now. Be wounded like that, but I might need to wait till the morning. I need to look back at the video. This is like just a few yards from where I shot him. Crawled from over there to over here. That's really good penetration. Primitive bow and arrow. It's a black bear with a primitive bow and arrow. Stone tip that I made. I made the bow, I made the string, I made the arrows, I made my finger tab. I made everything about this. I cannot believe this. Thank you, Lord. I'm so thankful. I've never wanted anything as much as I wanted a bear. And to do it with primitive gear that I all made, it's been a huge dream of mine. Oh my gosh, guys. Baiting the past 3 years. I mean, this is like it's like an 8 or 9 hour round trip. It's 420 miles every time I do this. This is my 3rd year of doing it. And I finally got a black bear. Oh, my wife is going to be so happy. She's going to be so happy I'm going to be home more. Oh, with a primitive bow and arrow that I made. I made every part of these. Both my stone tips are in there. I'm going to try and get them out if I can, but I made these arrows. I carved this bow out of Osage, you know. I made the string out of flax. So everything about this is natural. There's no Velcro on the shelf. Literally all primitive gear, from the tip, sinew, lashings. Look at this bear. Look at this bear. That's a great bear. That's a huge bear. Wow. All right. There's a huge shout out needed to be given to Mike Yancey of Pine Hollow Longbows. Mike lives out in that area. I called him. He came and helped me drag this bear out of a ravine. I would have never got it out in one piece without him doing that. So go check out Mike's stuff, Pine Hollow Longbows. He does, you know, he builds primitive bows, he builds beautiful bows, and he also does a lot of trapping stuff. So if you're interested in trapping, he has all the equipment that you could ever need. And Mike is just a great dude. He's probably killed more stuff with a primitive bow than anybody I know, from caribou to bear. He's a very accomplished hunter. He's gone to Africa. So check out Mike's stuff. He's an awesome guy, and he's got some great bow working tools too. His scraper, if you're into bow building, it's the best scraper I've ever used. So thank you, Mike. Really appreciate your help. And y'all stay tuned, subscribe, like I said, and you'll be able to get notified when my Oklahoma bear hunt gets posted. That's an awesome hunt. I'd hate for y'all to miss that.